And welcome to That's Football. We're live for what is going to be a big evening of football. Obviously, lots of games on tonight. And if you have got Amazon Prime, you can keep an eye on quite a few games. There's a couple kicking off at 7:30, as you can probably see. And, yes, we are live. Thank God for that. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to go live and you sit there and you go, why is it not live? But it is live. Good. Okay, so we are live, and as I said, lots and lots of games tonight. Chelsea are just about to kick off against Watford at Vicarage Road. Wolves are playing somebody. I think they might be playing Burnley. In fact, stop being lazy, Goldbridge, and tell everybody what's going on. We've got Southampton at 7:30 against Leicester, Watford against Chelsea, West Ham against Brighton, and Wolves against Burnley. I don't know why I've got Wolves versus Burnley on. That is not the pick I would go for a 7:30. I'm going to double this, and then obviously I'm going to have... So I've got Chelsea Watford on now, just about to kick off, and I'm going to go with Culture Vulture. Which is the best one to go with here? I might go West Ham Brighton, Southampton Leicester. West Ham Brighton's the highest one, isn't it? Let's go West Ham Brighton. Yeah, put that on for now. Okay, so I've got West Ham Brighton on, and I've got Chelsea against Watford on as well. So that's what we've got. How's everybody doing? And of course, at 8:15, we'll have Everton against Liverpool, and we'll be keeping an eye on Man City against Villa as well. So you could literally pretend you are like, well, I can't say Sky Sports because it's Amazon, but you could have browsers for lots of different games and just watch loads of different games if you wanted to. Very, very interesting. But anyway, I will start a timer because the Chelsea game has just kicked off. But I hope you're all doing well. We are sponsored by Manscaped on the show today. Manscaped are sponsoring the show. Fantastic male grooming technology. That's for trimming down there to make sure you trim the grass to make the yard look bigger. And that's for your nose to trim in there. It's the only time I get a chance to do it, really. I'm so busy. But I will let you know what you can get with Manscaped, because that's the whole point of me telling you what you can do. You can get 20% off and free worldwide shipping when you click the link in the description. It's holiday season, and that means there are stockings to be stuffed. Well, today's sponsors, Manscaped, has gone global with the tools to guarantee you will score under the tree and the mistletoe. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping when you click the link in the description. And as I say, they have got fantastic products, as I said. And I'm just trying to get my TV going in here as well. Trim the grass to make the yard look bigger, and that's for your nose as well. Really good products. Get them as presents, get them for yourself, get them as stocking fillers, get them as secret Santas. They really are good products and well worth it. Brighton have just gone very close against West Ham, by the way. Morpay didn't win it at the end there. But yeah, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with Manscaped. I've got to be honest, I ain't feeling good today. Probably the first time I've not felt good in a very long time. The whole house has had colds and stuff. I mean, they've been doing these bloody PCR tests for COVID. And, I just feel very irritable, very hot, and like I'm getting a cold. And I hate being ill. Absolutely hate it. It makes me very irritable. So let's hope that's not going to be a theme for the stream. It's not Omicron, but no, it could be COVID. To be fair, there's a lot of it around, but I don't think it is. Could be. Who knows? Blame Carrick, says John Richardson. Mark, am I wrong? I can't read that one. Have you seen the Manchester Evening News have put an article up not long ago with a list of the people that are on the fan advisory board, basically the fan forum, says Joshua Boutwater. That does not surprise me. I'll have to have a look at that later. The brilliant thing about the fan forum is that it's all match-going fans. So, elitism exists, doesn't it? In that sense. It's 1-0 to Southampton, by the way. It's not 1-0 to Watford. Watford have just gone close. I don't know. This is the problem with Amazon Prime. It's not very good for different people. Like, when I watch it on BT and Sky in this country, it's virtually second for second. But when I watch it on Amazon Prime, it's not actually that good. It's like it can be like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute behind people who are in different countries, which is, you know, this is what we were moaning about last year. It's a streaming service. That's the problem, isn't it? Oh, piss off with your cookies. It's 1-0 to West Ham. That's what it is. It's definitely 1-0 to West Ham. I can tell you now, we're getting a lot of goals early tonight. We're getting a lot of early goals. And I think it looks like it's a mistake by Duffy or Dunk. It's Soucek from a corner. And it's 1-0 West Ham. I mean, it's a very good corner. I don't know who takes the corner for West Ham, but it's curling all the way in. And Soucek's virtually on the line when he gives it a little bit of a flick. It was going in anyway. 1-0 to West Ham. Nothing's going to stop that. Nothing's going to stop that. West Ham 1-0 up. Fortunately, I don't need to change the score on that because I haven't got it on the screen. But I should put a timer up anyway. Yeah, but what I was saying before about the fan forum that Manchester United have with the board, it's exclusively for fans who attend the game. And for me, that just promotes elitism because there's lots and lots of fans around the world who don't go to games. So are they lesser fans now? Basically, you've got to go to the game to be a proper fan. And I think that creates elitism and divisions, really, because match-going fans have different opinions, of course, to people who don't go to the game. And sometimes they have similar opinions. But, you know, you want a diverse fan base. We have supporters clubs in Australia, America, India. Why are they not good enough to be fans? And I'm not for 1 minute saying I should be on it. To be honest, I don't want to be on it. If they offered it to me, I wouldn't do it, and they wouldn't offer it me anyway. But there should be representatives from other countries on the board, on the fan advisory board. Hopefully that will happen in the future. But let me just get this timer up and running. We're not even 7 minutes in here, so let me just get that going there. We're a few seconds away from that happening. So 1-0 to West Ham early doors. At home to Brighton they are today, West Ham. West Ham played Chelsea at the weekend as well. Chelsea dropped some points today. Recently. Man United at the weekend. Burnley just before the international break. And I think it's interesting from Chelsea's point of view, really, because I captained Lukaku in my fantasy Premier League team. And he hasn't even started, so he's obviously not fully fit yet. Mendy's just gone down here a little bit injured, caught a cross and seemed to get caught on the hip. Let me just start that timer for you there. There we go. Yeah, I haven't looked at the league table. The league table looks a bit like this at the moment. It is 1-0 to Southampton against Leicester, by the way. So West Ham at the moment would have 26 points if they were to win this. That would put them 8 points ahead of Manchester United before the game tomorrow. So, you know, 8 points is a lot. It is a lot. And there's an opportunity for... how have Wolves got 21 points? I just don't know how Wolves have got 21 points. They are the big mystery for me this season, Wolves. I don't know how they've got 21 points. I really don't. But then again, Arsenal got 23. But I just haven't noticed Wolves winning games, to be honest. Amazon's Prime sucks everywhere, even here in India, where half of the content is regulated to pander to our nationalist government, says Abhishek. Ooh, political. Mark, thoughts on Blues promotion hopes next year, says Alex G. I don't know, I haven't really paid much attention to the Championship, mate. So, yeah. Let me just have a look. I'm going to have a look at this whilst we're watching here. Merry Christmas, darling. We're alone again. Watford have started off quite well here. Ismail Sarr's not actually playing for them. Yeah, we will be covering Everton versus Liverpool at 8:15. But I was just like, why not go a little bit earlier? You know. Oh, looks like there might be a Watford player coming off here. Messina has put a cross in and hurt his thigh. can't see the article about this fan advisory board on the Manchester Evening News. Have a quick look, see if I can find it. Yeah, Messina's just put a cross in and he's hurt his thigh. He's put his hand up and said, "Take me off. I've got some Christmas shopping to do." So... Timo Werner. I can't see where this is, you know. So... No, I thought it would be easy to find. Van der Beek and Newcastle. No, I can't find that, I'm afraid. Harry Maguire, Michael Carrick, Ralph Rangnick, Superman, Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United. No. Can he find anything? I'll check the Man United app in a moment. Mark, Merry Christmas. Did you know we're in December, says Martha? Yes, I did. It's on the Man United website, says Alfred. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Substitution. Danny Rose coming on for Watford. Early substitution here. Okay, fans. United fronts. Okay, I've got it now. I'll read it in a minute. There's an injury in the Brighton game as well. Apparently, somebody in the stands has collapsed in the Watford Chelsea game. Not 100% sure about that because it looks like it's Messina has come off for Watford. Right, United launch Fans Advisory Board, which has been set up to strengthen dialogue between the club and supporters and increase fan input into decision making. 7 fan representatives from a range of backgrounds have been appointed to the Fans Advisory Board environment space to provide counsel. The third will be an experienced barrister and lifelong Manchester United fan, and Richard Arnold, the club's group manager and director. Said grew up in Manchester among a family of United fans and attended Old Trafford regularly, so match goer. The selection panel included club leaders, representatives of the Fans Forum, the club's existing fan representative body, and the Manchester United Supporters Trust. Duncan Drasdo, Ian Sterling, Chair. Deborah Henry, Chair of the Women's Supporters Club, and a senior communications consultant and long-time United fan. Yeah, so basically the Fan Advisory Board is the Fan Forum and must, basically, which is... I disagree with that, to be honest with you. I think that they should be getting fans from around the world involved. Technology doesn't prevent it. Right, there is something going on in the Watford-Chelsea game, definitely. As people are saying, it's happening a lot now. The players are off the pitch. So, it does seem to be happening a lot. Glazers have bought a 2020 club, says David Page. So, I've got West Ham Brighton on at the moment. They're still playing 13 minutes. But Chelsea versus Watford is currently not being played. Messina went off for Watford with an injury, but apparently there is an incident in the stands again with somebody collapsed and it's a medical emergency. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, first and foremost, thoughts with that person, and hopefully, like the Newcastle incident, it will be dealt with efficiently and quickly, and there'll be no serious consequences. I just wonder if this is not a new occurrence. I wonder whether these sort of things happened, but players weren't informed, and it would just be dealt with by stewards, etc., whilst the game carried on. I don't know whether it is a new modern phenomenon or it always used to happen and we just never used to realise it. I don't know. But it's the second time this season, isn't it? Newcastle and now Watford. Watford versus Chelsea currently on hold. A medical emergency in the stands at Vicarage Road. So, they just said it's a heart attack, says HC. It's got nothing to do with the vaccine. If you're one of those, will you just get blocked? Because nobody wants to talk about the vaccine, especially not me, considering my football coach died of COVID last year. I ain't got no time for conversations about whether vaccines are good or not. We've all been through quite a bad 18 months in lockdowns and stuff, and we're a football channel, so we don't want to be talking about things like that. Thank you. Show a little bit of respect. I actually saw somebody was on social media a couple of days ago, a young female rugby player died, and it was nothing to do with the vaccine, and then these anti-vaxxers had started saying it's the vaccine, and it actually was nothing to do with that. So I just think, just shut up or go and find a forum to talk about it, which isn't this one. Hopefully the players will be back on soon. We have got the Everton versus Liverpool game on at 8:15, which is about half an hour away. The intention was to watch Chelsea versus Watford, but it's currently suspended at the moment. But I have got West Ham versus Brighton on. Trossard's over a free kick here for Brighton. Reasonable distance out. And he's hit it straight into the wall, but it will go for a corner. Said Jamie's not happy about the advisory board. The thing is, I do agree, but I just can't be arsed, I really can't be arsed. The thing is, they just want it to themselves anyway. They're not actually interested in what the wider fans think about the football club, because they think they're better than everybody else. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Match still suspended. A shot from distance there from West Ham. Bowen saw the keeper off. Hey, talking about keeper off his line. Did you watch? Have you seen that goal this afternoon from Goldbridge in his thing? 3 people to interview, dead or alive, non-football, says Matt Hancock. Mate, I feel like I'm coming down with an illness and my head's very blurry, so that's not the sort of thing I can answer. But I don't think it's a very interesting answer anyway, because I'll just come out with 3 names and you'll go, but I haven't thought it through. It'll just be off the top of my head. If you don't know me by now, you will never ever know me, says Stuart Bates. Yeah, I mean, why is the clock still running in the Chelsea game? I suppose they just add it on, don't they? Yeah. Currently building the Home Alone set. Have you built yours, says Connor Keith? No, I've done the ground floor. Matt Wall says, Mark, look at my story. I tagged you in if you can. Oh, mate, don't tag me into anything on Instagram. I really will just never find it. I'll never find it. Sorry, let me just get rid of this knobhead in the chat. It's very easy to do. Merry Christmas, darling. Oh, Matt Wall, I've seen it, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll share that on my story. Matt Wall has tagged me on Insta and I did find it. I like the guitar on the wall, but bloody hell. That's some setup, that is. If you check my Instagram story, at Goldbridge Mark, give us a follow while you're there. It's not my story, it's Matt Wall's story, and it's fantastic. How many games have you got on there? 5. Nice one. Nice one. Currently, I've done that one. Thanks very much. Thanks for the super chats. Oh, please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right hand corner to do it. We're trying to get to 600k before Christmas, and yep, still temporary suspended. Another injury in the Brighton game as well. Now Webster's gone down. We know that the game is suspended because of a fan in the crowd. I mean, look, first and foremost, we wish everybody, not everybody, because it's only happened to one person, we wish that person a speedy recovery and hope it's not serious. But I do wonder if these things did just used to happen and the game just used to carry on. I don't know. Good evening, Mark. Can you give some context to the video of you standing in the snow looking into the camera? Also, keep up the good work, mate, says Nova. Context was that I was watching The Crown at the time, and there's a scene where the Queen is just staring at the camera on a cold day in Scotland, and I quite liked it, and I thought I'm going to replicate it, and it snowed, so there you go. Sean Hunt, you're blocked. Bye. At least I'm telling you when you get blocked. You know why. And the fan is stabilised, which is great, says Chicken Lover. Thank you very much. And the game's going to continue. Great. Okay. Mark, if you were forced to upgrade United's starting 11, who would you pick? Says Wasub. I don't need to be forced, mate. I'll happily do it. Happily do it. Well done to the medical team, says Dan. And Mark, I'm afraid if players don't work hard for Ralph, it can spiral out of control very quickly, says SS. I did hear Romano today saying that the players don't feel like there's been a change at United since Solskjaer was sacked because it's the same coaches doing the same training. So there we go. So hopefully Chelsea and Watford will be coming back on very soon. We've probably lost about 10 minutes of this game. It might be... Basuma's just been caught there. I don't think he's going to get anything for it. So a quick look at this. Basuma. It's a little bit late by Kufal, but they're not going to take a look at it. I don't think Ben Foster's starting for Watford, is he, today? No, Bachmann's in goal. Foster's not even on the bench, so I don't know. He picked up an injury, didn't he? Because that's what there was all that controversy about whether he picked it up in the hashtag United charity game. So yeah, don't know about that, but it's a good game. Brighton and West Ham, very good game. What's your score prediction for Arsenal Man United? Well, I'm very much looking forward to it, and my score prediction is that I'm going to go 2-1 United. Yeah, we need a win. Leicester have just equalised through Johnny Evans, by the way. Players are not on the pitch for Watford yet, or for Chelsea. So we've had an incident in the stands again where the match has been temporarily suspended while somebody receives medical attention. There's rumours that it's a heart attack. There's rumours that he's stabilised, but hopefully the game will recommence very, very soon, and that fan will be okay. Another corner here for West Ham. but the game has not started yet. Please do subscribe, by the way. I was saying that. We're on the road to 600k. Hopefully going to hit it before Christmas. Another corner to West Ham. And the keeper's come and got that one. I just wanted to see that, yeah. Thanks for the super chats that are coming in as well. I'll make sure I've read them. Mark, if you thought I've done that one. Predict your top 6 for the Premier League this season, says Addy. Good question. Mark, I wouldn't shat myself by because it wasn't too bad. Manscapes is amazing, says Mr. Nobody. Thank you very much. I can't read words I don't understand. Top 6 for me will be I actually think Man City will win the league. Man City first, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, United fourth, Arsenal fifth, and Spurs sixth. Do you think Graham Souness saying Johnny Evans is better than Maguire and United should have sold him? I don't know whether he said that, Troy, but do you think Johnny Evans is better than Harry Maguire? He's probably more consistent. I think Maguire's got more talent, but Johnny Evans is probably more consistent. Your thoughts on Torres when he was at Chelsea, says Dennis. Shit. At Liverpool, he was unbelievable, and I hate to say that because he was a Liverpool player, but at Chelsea, he just wasn't the same, was he? I didn't follow him. Best chippy in Solihull marks, says Nathan. There's one in Shirley. I think it's called the Shirley Fryer. It's on the roundabout just up from KFC. That's got a really good reputation. There's another one in Alton called Dove House, which is quite nice. And to be honest, there's one in Solihull Town Centre next to John Lewis called the... It also does Chinese food as well, but the chips are really, really good. So, Sea Spray, that's what it's called, yeah. James. So yeah, I can't remember what it's called, the one in the actual town centre, but it's next to John Lewis. Something Fryer, I think. Which Ronaldo would you rather have in the squad? Current Ronaldo or 08 Ronaldo, says Red Harlow. Current Ronaldo, because I think as a winger he probably wouldn't fit the system that we're going to start playing now, even though he's probably better. The person is recovering, but we're still waiting for that game to recommence again. Players aren't going to come out until there's positive, definite news. And King's Chippy in Solihull, says Bradley Smith. That's it, yeah. Yes, that's such. Have you clipped the 40-yard goal that you scored, says Amancha? I haven't, but I'm sure somebody will clip it and put it on Twitter and I'll retweet it happily. Nice ball out wide to Kufel. He's got a lovely cross on him. And he puts not a bad cross in there. Antonio, who is in my fancy team. Oh, he's at the bar. He's at the Denver. He can't believe it. He's at the Denver. 4-0 from a nod down from Antonio. That would have been a goal. He's at the Denver. I will be putting Everton versus Liverpool on at 8:15. I mean, Chelsea, Watford is probably going to be running alongside that, isn't it, really? I don't think Man City Villa will be a very good game, but I might keep an eye on it. Chelsea game, I don't think it's off. It's very unlucky 4-0. I thought the keeper had tipped it onto the bar, but he's absolutely rocketed it. Underside of the bar as well, comes back. United fourth, 4 points from 24. Get out of here, man. This is very bad play. I know, but we have got a new manager. I don't think Chelsea and Watford will get called off. No. It's been suspended. Temporarily suspended whilst they deal with the fan who has collapsed. But it is an interesting not topic, but it's an interesting scenario that this is the second time this has happened in the Premier League this season. It happened at Newcastle, and it didn't really used to happen before. And I just wonder whether, post Ericsson and awareness about these sort of things, whether there's now a protocol that if anything like that happens in the ground, you get that emergency care and suspend the game. Whereas maybe in the past these things used to, I certainly know that people used to go to games and have medical emergencies and the game would carry on. So Rohit, you're banned. Bye. Are we just going to get linked to every current or former Red Bull player now, says Daniel Kirk? Yeah, it happened with Mourinho, didn't it? We used to get linked to a lot of players. Brighton West Ham is a good game. Very, very fast tempo to it. And I certainly don't think it's going to stay 1-0. But Lingard's crazy not to have gone to West Ham, We believe somebody's had a heart attack in the ground. I can't confirm that, but for the moment the game is suspended. Obviously there's a risk that it might not come back, but I think it probably will do. Football for All Twitter account, it says there's fighting in the Chelsea end. I don't think that's why it's happening, and I think Liverpool will win. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Just trying to get an update with you. Just another update from a few minutes ago. The fan concerned in the Watford versus Chelsea match has had a heart attack and is receiving CPR. That was from 10 minutes ago on the Football for All Twitter account. So, obviously our thoughts and prayers are with that fan. There's also another story coming out 9 minutes ago that the fan has been stabilised by medical staff, but the players will not come out until they have the definitive news about the supporter. So, hopefully that's going to be all right. But we do have Everton versus Liverpool kicking off in about 13 minutes time. So we will be obviously keeping you up to date with that. And obviously what happens with the Chelsea game as well. Antonio, you're blocked. You know why. And you are denatural. Mark, how important do you think will be Asian nations for overall growth of footballers from those places and as a market for the European teams like us, says Vaibeth? I don't know. I don't really have anything there. Sean Burns, you're blocked. Not getting involved in it. You can do super chats. We're not doing chats about vaccines, I'm afraid. It's a football channel. And that's not because I don't value your opinion. We're just not getting involved in it. It's too contentious and that's not what we're here to talk about. So, if you want to talk about that, you'll just get blocked and you can go and find a forum to talk about it. And as I say, that's not because I don't think you've got a valid point, but it'll piss people off who don't think you've got a valid point. And at the end of the day, you know absolutely nothing about what's going on. So, yeah, a few prats in the chat tonight, but they will just get blocked. And it's not that I can't handle the truth, Connor. It's that I couldn't give a shit about the truth. I want to talk about football. And there's somebody seriously ill in the Watford game, and you've got absolutely no idea what it's about. And I actually think it's really, really insensitive to start talking about a vaccine when a fan's had a heart attack. You don't know anything about him. He might have a pre-medical condition. It might be massively, there might be a massive reason why he's had it. And you start talking about stuff like that. I mean, it's somebody's life here at the end of the day. And we're not getting into it. I couldn't give a shit if he donated to us or not. Not bothered. Shouldn't be an idiot. And it's 2-1 to Leicester. Shay Adams. No, 2-1. How can it be 2-1 to Leicester? Shay Adams. He plays for Southampton. One Sultra, you can go as well. God, it's all right. Fine, not bothered. Thoughts on the Ballon d'Or? I don't really have a massive thought on it. I think it was. I knew Messi would win it. I think awards are. In fairness to Messi, I think if it had been Ronaldo against Lewandowski, Ronaldo would have won it. I just think over the last 15 years, if Messi or Ronaldo have a decent season, it doesn't matter how good anybody else will do, they'll just go for that. Mark, any news on where United Young Boys is being played? It's being played in England, Jay. It got announced today. He says he's got a ticket, but heard it's getting changed for different. Is it confirmed? No, it's going to be in England. They're going to give special dispensation. Another injury here. Brighton player going off. Thanks, Mr. Nobody. So we've been... this game between Watford and Chelsea's probably been off for about 20 minutes, isn't it? So... Hadira is a centre midfielder, Himanshu. It's not a CDM. If he played two midfielders, he could play in a midfield too. Cyborg, if you want to go and talk about it, go and find a forum. Not this one. And do you think Graham Potter is a top 6 manager? Brighton playing very well under him. I'd like to see him getting a chance. I mean, players are back on the pitch. Watford players back on the pitch. So what if Rangnick wants Carrick as the new manager? Says Stuart Blyde. Well, yeah. Never say never. So Watford and Chelsea players... back onto the pitch. Which side is better? Arsenal 0304 or Chelsea 0910? Bartek. Chelsea. You asked me for my opinion, I'll give it. So I would imagine Chelsea-Watford's probably going to kick off again at the same time Liverpool versus Everton kicks off again, which means I'll be binning West Ham against Brighton because Everton-Liverpool's a bigger game. But it's been a pleasure watching Brighton play West Ham. It's been a good game to watch. We're on 594,300, by the way, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Let's see if we can get to 595,000 tonight. It's going to have a little stretch, actually. I just realised I haven't had one in ages. Yeah, the players are just having to warm up again. Obviously, they've been off the pitch for 20 minutes, so they'll need to do their stretchers and their warm-ups, because if they just go straight back into the game, they could get some muscle strains and things like that. But the Chelsea match is going to be back on for definite. And we'll also be keeping you updated with the Liverpool and Everton game because that's going to be kicking off very soon. I have got West Ham versus Brighton on. They're about 8 minutes away from half-time. And it's 1-0 to West Ham, a goal from a corner from Souček. Be honest, who's better overall, Messi or Ronaldo, says Aidan. Messi's the better talent, but Ronaldo's done better with it. You know, I think Ronaldo is... I prefer Ronaldo to Messi because Ronaldo, if you've ever watched me playing FIFA or, you know, watching Man United, my favourite goals are goals that tend to involve, you know, 40-yard screamers or, you know, lovely headers from crosses, which is not really what Messi's all about. If you prefer a more technical player that skins people, then that's your thing. But yeah, I don't really get into it, really. Got your matching family Crimbo PJs yet, Mark? Says Stuart Bates. No, I don't think I've ever had any Christmas pyjamas, to be honest with you. 1-1. Oh, no, he saves it. What a cracking save by Fabianski for Brighton. He slipped in, and he can't believe it. I don't know whether he was offside. It was lovely play by Brighton again, though. I mean, lovely play. What a ball. Down the left-hand side. Cross comes in. He's onside there. Oh, he was onside. He was miles onside. How did he not score that? Fantastic save. Morpay slipped him in. And I can't see who it is for Brighton, but it's a cracking save by Fabianski. Should have been 1-1. Potter can't believe it. But brilliant play by Brighton, and they do have a corner. Lovely play. Corner for Brighton. And headed wide by Dunk. Big chance. 2 big chances there. See! Someone asked me to do a C. A bit early to have a Premier League Player of the Year, I think. I suppose the good thing is we won't need to have a half-time subject because we're going to basically have games for you until 10 o'clock tonight to watch. Please do check out Manscaped, by the way. They are sponsoring the stream tonight, as you can see in the top left-hand corner. You can get 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Really good male grooming products. This one's for down there. Trim the grass to make the yard look bigger. This is for your nose. You can use it for your ears if you're really old, but I haven't got any ear hair. I do get nasal hair. But really good products. Big shout out to Manscaped. They are really good products, actually. And they do last. I remember getting one of these for about £5, not from Manscaped, a few years ago. And the battery actually ran out when it was in my nose on a really big hair. And, you know, I haven't got massive nostrils. And it was like stuck right up there. And it was that sort of, you know, do you try and get some little scissors up and try and cut it out? But then you might cut your nose. Or do you pull it? And, it, you know what nasal hair is like? It feels like it's, I mean, it's bad enough pulling a hair out your back. Nasal hair, it's like it's attached to your brain. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. And I was like humming and ahhing for about 3 hours. And then the wife just grabbed it and pulled it. And it didn't actually hurt as much. But that's very good. And it gives you a warning light when it's running low, which is essential. That warning light is essential. So very good. That sounded like it could be something else. Trust me, it's definitely for your nose. But check them out, Manscaped, 20%. I haven't got any bad stories about that one. You know, this comes with a light, so you can. It's actually waterproof. You can do it in the shower, but I wouldn't do it in the shower. I'd do it before you have a shower, because then you can do it before a shower and then rinse it all off. But if you do it once you're in the shower, as we know with hair, it gets all stuck together, doesn't it? So definitely better to shave dry and then rinse it off in the shower. But links in the video description, 20% off worldwide. I know it's Christmas. If you've got any ladies or boyfriends watching, you might want to get it for your boyfriend as a present. You might want to get it for yourself, a Secret Santa. I've actually got a few spare ones, actually, and I was actually thinking about wrapping it up for like family members, and I thought my brother-in-law might get the wrong idea if I give him one of those. But actually, it is a good present, but he might think it's a hint as to something, because we do go on holiday together, and sometimes he might be, you know, thinking I've had a look, and you know, I don't want to go down that road. What happened in the Chelsea versus Watford game? So we've had an incident where a fan's had a medical emergency. Apparently, it's a heart attack. I think there has been, you know, medical attention. Obviously, there has been medical attention. I think he's in a stable position now, but the players are just coming out ready to go again. So we've only had about 10 minutes in the Chelsea-Watford game, which means it's probably going to end up at around the same time as the Liverpool-Everton game, which is actually about to kick off. So, yeah, please subscribe and share the video. I'm really sorry to West Ham and Brighton. You've really entertained us, actually. Not only because you're the only game we had on because of the Chelsea-Watford game, but you have entertained us anyway. It's been a good game, Chelsea against Watford. I'm sad to sort of click the back button, but I will do anyway, because we're going to go for Liverpool against Everton. Where's Man City Villa? Oh yeah, that is there as well. So Everton versus Liverpool. What's live? Continue. No. Why are you in a different place? Oh, you're an annoying little twat. You're not big enough. That's what she said. Here's an interesting tweet from Alison Bender. She says, those saying that it's unusual to get cardiac arrests at football games. She's saying, I've spoken to cardiologists who say cardiac arrests at football are actually very common. The age demographic of fans, for one, plus stress and adrenaline can exacerbate underlying conditions. Let's hope he's doing okay, and top respect to medics. And I suppose that, in a serious note, makes sense, doesn't it? You know, we all watch football games, and it is very, very stressful, isn't it? So... yeah, tribute for the Everton game. A couple of tributes there. I couldn't see who they were for. I know Ray Kennedy, Liverpool, died yesterday. Liverpool legend, rest in peace. So, yeah. But I'm going to reset the clock here because it's not even correct in relation to the Chelsea game, which has started again, but is only 12 minutes in. But we're actually going to do our clock via the Everton game now. So... Chelsea, this is quite, look, let's hope the fans okay, but actually it's quite good to have a couple of games on at the same time that we can keep you up to date with, and that's why we've got the 2 scores for you as well. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Everton against Liverpool is just about to kick off. Jordan Henderson's about to do it. I'm going to go Everton to lose this one. He's my next prediction to get sacked, actually. It's such not a nice topic. Yeah, Benitez is the next one to get the sack, but I do think he will. Let me just give you the team news in that game. In fact, I don't think I gave you the team news in the Watford game. Chelsea have got Mendy, Chalobah, Christensen, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Saul, Alonso, Mount, Pulisic and Havertz. I'm very surprised that he's gone with Saul Niguez in the midfield with Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho actually on the bench. I don't know why they've done that, apart from the fact that maybe 3 games in 6 days. Sarr's actually on the bench for Chelsea because it's a different Sarr. There is no Ismail Sarr for Watford today, but Lukaku is on the bench there. The Liverpool-Everton game, which has just kicked off, and very nearly a bit of a chance there at the back. Miscommunication between Coleman and Pickford, and Mane was just about there. He had to give a goal kick away. Coleman's furious with Pickford. Aren't we all? Pickford's in goal. Coleman, Godfrey, Keane, Digne, Townsend, Decore, Allen and Gray, and then Richarlison and Rondon up front. So it's a 4-4-2. Liverpool just headed wide from the corner there from Matip. Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Salah, Jota, Mane. Very, very strong Liverpool side. I think it'll be too strong for Everton today. But Matip there, very, very close with the header. It's interesting, you know. I forget what I was going to say. Why do you think Arsenal struggled at the European stage in spite of having great team and great coach in the 90s and 2000? How would you assess that from a neutral, says Veybath? I don't really know because I don't really remember watching them. Wild card, there's your wave. But I tell you what, I was watching back today. Oh my God, talk about goalkeeping errors. And Liverpool are all over Everton at the moment. Remember that Origi goal late on in the Everton game where Liverpool are swarming Everton here. They've got to be very careful. They're winning everything, all the second balls. I think Everton have been quite poor this season. I mean, look at this. They're pressing them all over the place. And how has he missed that? It should be 2-0. Mo Salah. It might have been a bit high for him. The cross comes in. And it's so close. So close. And watch this back. I think it's a front post cross. And Salah should score. It's a bloody sitter. Timo Salah. Should be 1-0 to Liverpool, that. I'm going to tweet it. How did he miss? How did he miss? Fantastic chance for Liverpool. Fantastic start by Liverpool. Pressing the life out of Everton. V says their pressing game is crazy. But free kick for Watford right on the edge of the box as well. We'll keep an eye on that. But what I was going to say is, remember that late mistake by Pickford where the ball was actually going over the bar and he jumped up and palmed it back into play to Origi. I mean, obviously he didn't do it on purpose. He's just crap. But it was ridiculous. I saw it again today. I just don't understand what he was doing. But anyway, let's just see what happens with this Watford free kick. It's on the edge. I don't think he'll score. Crap free kick. Straight into rubbish. Rubbish. Piss off. You're an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment, mate. And your goatie's crap. Loser. It actually says loser on his back of his shirt. Watford player loser with a crap free kick. And he had a second bite of the cherry. Loser's right. Man City against Villa has just started. We will be flipping in between the games, but Everton versus Liverpool is our featured game at the moment. A very good start by Liverpool. Vabaf, thank you for joining the members club. Appreciate that. Lots of football tonight. Manchester United kicking off at 8:15 tomorrow. We will be live on the United stand for that one. So lots to get involved in. Viva Ronaldo, Viva Ronaldo, running down the wing, hear United sing. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. We're trying to get up to 595,000 today. We're 500 away. So bottom right hand corner to subscribe. You're very welcome. Everybody's welcome on this channel. In fact, this is a channel for everybody. It's not club specific. So get involved with the channel and subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Thanks for everybody who's watching the United Stand FC highlights and stuff as well. Will we get any shocks tonight? Well, Everton are on the attack here. Nice ball down the left hand side. Oh, I tell you what, it wasn't a bad cross, but Liverpool have defended it well. Now they come away with the ball. Do you think we'll get any shocks tonight? I mean, I think the only places we're going to get shocked is if Villa doesn't beat Man City, or Chelsea doesn't beat Watford, or Liverpool don't beat Everton. I think Liverpool are nailed on to beat Everton, and I think Man City will be too good for Villa. So it's just whether Watford can get anything out of Chelsea, who've just hit the post. And Watford will bring it away. There's a good tempo to the Liverpool-Everton game. And Chelsea hitting the post there. I haven't seen the replay. It was Mason Mount who hits the bar. Apparently he's hit the Denver. He's not hit the bar, he's hit the Denver. Are Leeds back on track? Well, Palace have lost their last... Haven't Palace lost their last 3? I'd love it if Villa beat Man City, says Matty. Yeah, I would as well, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Another injury here for Watford. Corner for Liverpool. Running down the wing, here we United sing. 2 Watford players now. Mark, when will you come to Iceland, says Frack. I mean, I really would like to go to Iceland. There's a lot of places I want to start travelling to, but we will see. I'll bring my GoPro. Very stop-start game. You could see the bloody you could see the Liverpool game, the Merseyside derby, getting to half-time before this game does. Does Seb like football? Yes, he does. He normally plays on a Monday night. He has training, even though he's only 4. But it got cancelled. Like, we'd had a little bit of snow over the weekend, and they cancelled it. And this is the problem. Everything's so health and safety now. I mean, well, I say it's a problem. I'm just a bit old school. But like, the snow was melting, and it was a bit cold. But it was like everything gets cancelled now. Oh, it's a bit icy, you know. I remember when I was at primary school, if it was a frosty day, and I went to quite a rural school. Good save, Pickford from Salah again. He could have a couple of goals here. Yeah, I went to a rural school, which means in the countryside, and it was colder. So what we used to do is, when you get to school a little bit early to play football in the playground, we would go into the cloakroom where there was some taps, turn the hot tap water on, fill a bucket up, take it outside and go and do a line of hot water along the floor. No, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter if it was hot, actually. I think cold would be better. We just do a line of water along the playground anyway, so that when you came out for first break, it was black ice. You would never be able to do that now. You get suspended. Yeah, that was Mount. He hit the post, not the Denver. It was a difficult angle, really, for Mount. I tell you what, if that had gone in, there'd have been a lot of people saying front post glitch. It was a bit like that for Mason Mount. a line of water we used to do. Some people are getting it wrong. But yeah, we used to make ice for first time play, and then you just run and skid as fast as you could. Best shoes for that were school shoes that had lost their grip. You were like Torval and Dean, but one of you. Which position you used to play as a kid, says Addy. I used to score goals as a kid. Goal! Henderson! Absolutely fantastic goal. Called it before it went in. What a fantastic goal by Liverpool that was. It's been coming ever since kickoff. It's a lovely finish. What a finish by Henderson. And I don't think this is ever going to be in doubt tonight. I think Liverpool are going to absolutely damage Everton big time. And I think Benitez is going to have to get the sack. This is just a well-worked goal by Everton. Liverpool. Mane, cut back by Robertson, and then Henderson just bends it in. I knew as soon as he hit this, it was in. Because he's just curled it. It's unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. With his left foot as well. Fantastic finish. I don't like it, but I can appreciate it. It was an absolutely fantastic finish by Henderson. And it's going to be a long old night for Everton. You can see it already. Liverpool are on a different level. We in India would love to have United family for a meet-up soon here with us in India and enjoy together. Pints. Shout out to Mark and the team. Vebath sounds fantastic. Look forward to that. But I think Everton will sack Benitez because their aspirations are not the Everton of maybe 10 years ago, where it's like, you know, they're owned by rich people, Everton, and they have spent money, so they will not appreciate, you know, the fact that teams like Villa and Leicester and West Ham are capable to get close to the top six, but Everton are just all over the shop. And to be fair to Everton, they're only really missing Calvert-Lewin. Like, they're just not a very good side. Robertson got the assist, Jaban. But I think they're going to really, really struggle. Still 0-0 Watford and Chelsea. 23 minutes gone in that game. 11 minutes gone in the Merseyside derby. So they're about 12 minutes ahead in the Everton-Liverpool game. Benitez at the wheel. I said it before. I said it before the game that Everton played at the weekend. I think he will be the next man to get sacked. Benitez, because I just don't see. I think Everton have just don't seem to have any potential. They're predictably quite poor. So I don't see things getting any better for Everton at the moment. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I will never be all the things that I wanna be. Now is not the time to cry. Now's the time to find out why. I think you're the same as me. We see things they'll never see. You and I, we're gonna live forever. I said maybe, but I don't really wanna know how your garden grows, 'cause I just wanna fly lately. So 12 minutes in, there's a tribute here. What a fantastic tribute this is. Ava White at the Everton game. They've just stopped it and they're clapping. It's like a pause, really. I've never really seen anything like this before. No, the game is still going on, actually, but the crowd are clapping. After watching Ranić videos, can totally read Liverpool's game plan and next move. No rocket science, just fast forward, quick decision play with cohesion, says Quo. Mark, you're in cheerleader squad when you're in school wearing tight skirts, says Nabil. I don't know what you're talking about, but if that offends you, Nabil, the problem's with you, not with me. They'll give Rafa the summer and see how he finishes the season, I reckon, says Reverse Clouds. If they give him the summer, that's another one, isn't it? Nice little tributes in the chat. Well done, everybody. Fantastic community as ever. Chelsea on the attack here. No, he's offside. Everton are terrible, says Gaz Elliott. Well, Liverpool have started really, really well. And look, you know, I hate to say it, but the way Liverpool play is probably sort of the way that Rangnick is going to want to play as well. Favourite pot noodle? I haven't had a pot noodle in ages, Icky, but I think I used to like the beef and spicy tomato one. Pot noodle. I haven't had a pot noodle in ages. Probably really bad for you, full of salt. Lovely play by Jota. Trent. Oh, it could have been. Again, it's almost a similar sort of goal. Jota cuts it back to Trent, who hits it on target, and Pickford palms it over the bar. But obviously, Henderson didn't do that. Lukaku on the bench, and I've captained him. Curry's the best pot noodles, says Big Josh. What'd you get in your advent calendar, everybody? You know what I got? A little bottle of gin, because I've got a gin advent calendar. So you get a gin one day and then you get a tonic the next. But it's all different flavours and everything. But it was a plain gin today. So I didn't drink it because I've got to wait for the tonic tomorrow. So 1-0 to Liverpool after 15 minutes. 0-0 in the Watford-Chelsea game. It actually should be half-time in that game, but because of the medical emergency in the stands, a suspected heart attack, the players came off for 20 minutes. So they are a little bit behind in that game. But Chelsea playing West Ham at the weekend as well. I'll be doing a watch along of that on this channel, actually. I'll tell you what I'm doing at the weekend, actually. Let's have a look at what the fixtures are for the weekend. December. So we're going to be doing West Ham versus Chelsea on Saturday lunchtime at 12:30. And I might do the 3 o'clock games as well. I'll see. I'm not really interested in Watford versus Man City. Can't stand Man City. Chelsea have scored 1-0. As soon as I look away, we get a goal. Mason Mount with the goal for Chelsea. If Rangnick clicks, Mark will win the league this season, says Abhishek. Too far, I think. Agent Rafa says Igor. Mount makes it 1-0 for Chelsea. Watch this back. It comes from a position of depth. Oh, that's what she said. There's definitely no offside there. It's a little dinked ball into Alonso. And then Havertz and then Mount. It's well taken. It's like a FIFA goal, that is. It's like the goals I concede on FIFA. It's Alonso cuts it back to Havertz. Passes it to Mount, who just drills it into the bottom corner. Definitely a goal. No, there'll be no VAR or anything stopping that. Chelsea with the goal. And I was going to say, Tuchel today is really doing what Tuchel does. He's going through the motions of, you know, using his squad in a game like this. But it's a very good example of how his squad plays to his rules. But Mason Mount scoring a goal. And what I mean by playing by his rules is that he's not gone with his strongest team, but he's gone with a team that he feels can get the result. Good defensive play by Trent Alexander-Arnold there. Richarlison put the cross in and very nearly a chance there for Damari Gray, who's actually in my fantasy Premier League team, so he definitely won't score. Corner for Everton. Cleared away by Liverpool. It's amazing that United got beat 4-1 by this Watford side, isn't it? Mark, what do you think of the England women's team winning 20-0? This was Del Morris. It matters not whether they're female or male. It matters not what's going on downstairs, because the reality is anybody who beats anybody 20-0, it's a farce. It's a farce, basically. I mean, there's no enjoyment in that. There's no enjoyment in that, is there? You know, if you beat somebody 20-0, it's not enjoyable for the spectator. Chelsea got another chance here Slips into Havertz. 2-0. He's offside just. Be interesting to see how offside that was. Mount scored for Chelsea. Havertz with the assist. Oh no, he is offside. He's delayed the pass too long there, Mason Mount. Yeah, it's 2-0 to Liverpool as well. That game's over. Liverpool are on fire. I didn't see it because I was watching the Chelsea game. Let me just see what happens here. Henderson. Wow, it's a lovely ball by Henderson again. But he's still got a lot to do, Salah. Pickford should do better from there. He's on an angle. I mean, realistically, Pickford should not get beat from there, I don't think. Because basically what's happened is Henderson's played the ball in, down the channel for Salah to run into. His first touch has took him into the box. And then he's just curled it. I mean, it's a fantastic finish, to be fair. Again, it's the curl into the top. It's a brilliant finish. I don't think Pickford could do a lot. I'll change my mind on that. But a fantastic finish. And there are Everton fans heading for the door already. And we're only 20 minutes in. They'll know. They will know for sure that there is no way they can come back into this game. Liverpool have been fantastic. Everton have been shite. And it could be. I mean, but the scary thing is, this is a derby. You know, and at Mersey, you know, it's the whole. A derby's a great leveler. There's nothing level about this at the moment. This is domination from Liverpool. They're all over them. Mark, if you get relegated but win the Champions League, do you still get to play in Europe, or do you get replaced with a team in the top leagues as reverse clouds? Of course you get to play in Europe. Imagine that. UEFA ring you up and say, you're shit, you've been relegated, you're not playing in the Champions League. That's not what happens, by the way. I don't know what's happened here. Nearly 3-0. It would have been an own goal off Michael Keane. It's just drifted just wide. Still 1-0 to Chelsea. Second goal was offside. Sorry about that. I didn't confirm that because Salah scored. Another corner to Liverpool. Let me just check something. Some people are mentioning something. I just want to make sure it's actually happening. People are saying there's an incident at the Southampton game. I think it's half time in that game, isn't it? So I don't know whether that's true, but it's definitely half time there. And the match has been delayed at that game as well. So, yeah. Let me go back to the Chelsea game. There we go. 2-0 for West Ham, Brighton. And it's Antonio who scored. Mark, we do an Ollie review on United Stand. Best moments, worst moments, highlights of Man United career, and where could Ollie have finished up? God no, Andrew. Why would I do that? I didn't do it with Van Gaal. I didn't with Mourinho. I had a party. I'm gonna. Bloody hell! I tell you, I'll give you a summary of Ollie's career at Manchester United. Disappointing. That's probably quite generous. We won nothing. The football was mainly bad. There you go. Game over. I didn't remove Antonio from my fantasy Premier League, but I have captain Lukaku, so that sort of cancels itself out, doesn't it? I hope Ranić manages Manchester United at the weekend. I'm enjoying this though. It's you've got to keep your eyes open because there's a lot going on. Villa are looking good, says Conan. We'll be going on to that game in about 8 minutes' time. As soon as Chelsea Watford's at half time, we'll click that one on. Liverpool Everton at the moment is just Liverpool domination, and Everton just. The trouble with Everton is that they just don't look like they've got goals in them anyway. Apparently it's a Shane Duffy own goal. It's not a goal for Antonio. I don't know. We'll have to double check that. Running down the wing, hear United sing, Viva Ronaldo. Another injury here for Chelsea. I think it's, well, I'm not going to confirm who it is until I know who it is, but it's a clash of heads. So it looks like it's Loftus-Cheek who might have been hit in the cheek. No, he's been hit on the forehead. Don't laugh. It wasn't meant to be said like that. Loftus-Cheek head clash, says Disease Gaming. Lots of stops and starts tonight. Thiago hits it from the edge of the box. Blocked. My nose is starting to run like a tap here. I'm going to have to go and get a tissue. Rachel Marshall, welcome to the members club. Really appreciate that, but I don't want to be leaking on stream. So let me just talk to you whilst the Loftus-Cheek head injury gets dealt with. I normally have tissues to hand, really. Quite surprising, actually. I'm sure, like most people, I normally have a tissue when I'm near my computer, but I haven't got one. Anyway, Villa, West Ham's second goal has been ruled out. It's still 1-0. So goal disallowed, offside. There we go. Antonio was offside. This is the first real runny nose cold I've had in ages. Please subscribe, by the way, and make sure you share the video. We've got nearly 10,000 watching, which is fantastic on a Wednesday night. Lots of football to keep an eye on. Loftus-Cheek is up now. City are winning 1-0. Diaz has just scored a wonder goal. Bloody typical. Bloody typical. They pull these worldies out, don't they? Let's see if we can get a look at it. Let's have a look. Here it is. Oh, fucking hell. Edge of the box, bang. Bottom corner, left foot, low as well. It is a good goal. It is a good goal. You can't do much about that. With his weak foot as well, says the threefold path. Well, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, I remember the season where Liverpool and Man City basically, it felt like they won their last 20 games. I think they both won their last 12, and Leicester against Man City at the Etihad. Leicester were doing really, really well. And then Vincent Kompany just came out with that wonder strike, didn't he? And you just think, what can you do? You can have all the best laid plans, and then those sort of things happen. But Leicester game is delayed at the moment, yeah. But I'm not watching it, so it's not a problem. Jazz says he hates FIFA. I'm struggling with FIFA 22. I think there's a massive element of scripting, and it's made it very hard this year, to be honest. Mark, let's just take a break for a second and assess how mad this game week has been so far, says Manny Plays. I don't think it surprised me though, Manny. I think these sort of things, I think traditionally these midweek fixtures in December can go a bit mad. So, yeah. The guy says, I feel sorry for Everton. Benitez is so outdated. And Watford have equalised! 1-1! It's 1-1. It's Dennis the Menace. He's done it for Watford. He's put it into the bottom corner. And maybe this is the game where we're going to get some excitement. After the delay, it's 1-1. There's something going on at Liverpool Everton as well. Jota, Alan, but it's a cracking goal for well, it's not a cracking goal, but it's a goal for Dennis the Menace, and it's 1-1 for Everton for Watford. I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on here, but this is definitely going to be a goal. I don't think there's anything going wrong here. No, that's fine. Yeah, that'll be a goal. Just looking at the tackle by Alan. I mean, it's a tasty tackle, but he's a little bit unlucky to get a yellow card. Game on at Vicarage Road. Dennis the Menace, 1-1. Even Mendy's clapping it. And it's 43 minutes, just about to hit half time there. Chelsea having to work for it here. Watford under Ranieri have started to pick up points. A yellow card there for a foul on Alonso. Still going on. Still arguing Alan, but his yellow card's not going to get changed, I don't think, there. Chelsea can't really afford to keep dropping points. West Ham at the weekend as well. Loser did it on Alonso. Thanks, Saban. So he's been booked. It's all right, Everton getting tasty in the tackle now, but you're 2-0 down. 5 minutes added on in the Watford-Chelsea game at the end of the first half as well. That game's going to finish around the same time as the Liverpool one at this game. The clock is working. We're linked in with the Liverpool game. I'm very well, Brew. I hope you're doing well as well. Can you play Fortnite? The trouble with playing Fortnite when everyone else has been playing it for years is that you're never going to get good at it. Anyone but City for the league title, says Pap. I mean, look, United aren't going to win the league, so to be honest with you, I'd like Chelsea to win the league. I don't want Man City or Liverpool to win it because they're more rivals to United, but I actually think Man City will win it. I don't think Liverpool will win it. I mean, the mad thing about Liverpool is they look so good at the moment, but they took 1 point from 6 against Brighton and West Ham. Southampton and Leicester is back up and running. Why aren't you watching City? I'll watch City when it's half time in the Chelsea game, but why doesn't anybody watch City? Because I think the City aren't as big an attraction as Liverpool or Chelsea or Man United or Arsenal, are they? That's the problem they've got. People don't find Man City in the main that interesting. They're not box office. Oh, that's a lovely finish by Salah. He made the keeper look shit. I know that Man City are better than Manchester United. That's not what I was asked, and that's not what I'm saying. Man City can win all the trophies they want. They're still not box office for some reason. I don't know why. They're a good side, but I don't know. I've answered your question, Bruce, so I'm going to put you in timeout because you're just spamming. Nobody cares about boring oil money FC, says Lickmer. I tell you what, you got me with the first bit, but I didn't read your surname. Sack. Which is what Benitez is going to get. Mark, how good are Liverpool? Jesus, United have the players. Hopefully Ralph can get them in the system going in 2 or 3 weeks, as Angie. I think it'll take a little bit longer than that. He's in again. Big chance. It's Sissoko. Slipped in and he just doesn't catch the shot well enough and Mendy saves it. That's a big chance for Watford. That is right before half time. 3 minutes into stoppage time of 5. And if he connects, he should make that 2-1. That's a big chance. That's a big chance. So what have we got? 10 minutes to half time. Mason Mount's just gone down injured now. Ref might have a decision to make here. No, it's going to give a yellow card, I think. Mason Mount. Chelsea Watford game, for many different reasons, has been really stop-start. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, there's going to be a yellow card. Rudiger's gone and got involved as per usual. But let's have a watch of this back. Mason Mount. Well, I'll tell you what. That's one that could be a red. Ekong. That's one of those that could be a red. I don't know what they're arguing about. He's booked him and he's moaning about it. I actually think it could have been a red. So take the yellow card and carry on. I got a goal in the Everton game. And it's my man, Damari Gray. Tell you what, you can't take your eye off anything tonight. It's 2-1. I was just watching that. How do you watch 3 p.m. kickoffs on a Saturday, says Azed? Well, you use your eyes. Anyway, on to more serious things. Richarlison, Damari Gray's onside. Lovely little finish. 2-1. Slips it through Alisson's legs. He's in my fantasy Premier League team. Well done, lad. Game on. You'd never have thought that. You'd never have thought Everton would be getting back into this game. But he's took it well, Damari Gray. Good move for him. Good move for him to Everton. He's really stepped up from his Leicester days. And it's 2-1. And suddenly both games looking a lot better. Yellow card for Thiago now. Get in, great composure from Gray, says Michael Cody. Lukaku has to be the biggest flop of the season. Hasn't solved Chelsea's goal problems at all, says Gog. And yellow card to Thiago. It's starting to open up quite nicely now, both these games. Mason Mount, I think, might be coming off. Or is it half time? It's half time in that one. So we can go to... No, it's not half time in that one. Is it half time in Watford versus Chelsea? Well, can you confirm it, ref? No, they're still on the pitch. Well, it gives Everton something to hold on to. I mean, it is half time in that one now. We'll go to Man City against Villa instantly. Get that one on. Another yellow card. It's getting tasty in the Liverpool-Everton game. Good. That's what you want in a derby. Now, Digne's been booked. All sorts going on. 1-0 in Man City Villa. I've got that on now. Matip heads into the back of Richarlison. Nothing going on there. Damari Gray slips and loses the ball. He wants a foul. And then Digne, or is it Alan? It's Digne who's a little bit late on, look like Henderson, and he gets yellow carded. It doesn't really catch him that badly either. But no, good to see a bit of passion. And the Goodison Park Medicine Merseyside derby is alive. It's alive again, which is good. Watford Chelsea is currently half time. Still got 5 minutes to go in these two games, which I'm watching now, which are Liverpool and Everton and Man City Villa. I'll tell you the teams actually in the Man City Villa game, because this is the first time we've had this one on actually. Viva Ronaldo, running down the wing, hear United sing, Viva Ronaldo. So, wonder goal from Diaz. Well, I wouldn't say it was a wonder goal, it was a good goal. Hit it low from the edge of the box. Why have I got no team news? Lineups, here we go. So, Martinez, Cash, Konza, Mings, Target, McGinn, Nakamba, Luis, Bailey, Watkins, Bendia. Again, Danny Ings on the bench for... no, he's not even on the bench. Obviously not fit. The Man City side. Oh. Ederson, Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Aki, Sinchenko. You've always got a chance when Aki plays for Man City, I think. Rodri, Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Jesus and Sterling. Grealish is on the bench in that one. Yeah, rest in peace if you've got headphones on. It was a big sneeze. I've got a runny nose today. First one I've had in ages. And it's 2-0 to City. As soon as I turn it on, they bloody score a goal. It's Bernardo Silva. Pep's very happy. And I think they're just going to be too good for Villa, aren't they? Man City are in the groove at the moment. They are in a groove. And considering they're doing it without De Bruyne. Yo, Mark, what are your thoughts on John McGinn? Says Villa. I think he's a good player for you at that level. I'm not, there's nothing wrong with that level. I don't think he's a top 4 player. Do you think Maguire available for selection against Arsenal is a big boost for Arsenal, says Sidank. I'm just watching this City goal again. It all happens on the break. It's a lovely little ball. I mean, Villa have left themselves wide open. Lovely goal. He's took it so well, Bernardo Silva here. It's Jesus with the cross on the break, and he hits it first time. It's a cracking finish. Technique into the back of the net. Brave to take it first time. And there's another yellow card in this now. Everton game. Richarlison. I think there's a red card coming for Everton, definitely. It's a free kick on the edge of the box. Did he not give a free kick to Everton here? Did Damari Gray? He didn't give the free kick. Bloody hell. He dived apparently. I only saw it once. No, Gray got a yellow for a dive. Booked for diving, says CD1. I only saw it the one time, so I can't argue. Can't argue. Fabinho didn't touch him, says C. So, I mean, look, for Gerrard, this is a bit of a free hit, isn't it? He's won his first 2 games against Palace and Brighton, which are good results for Villa. Against Man City, so it's going to be very difficult, and they're 2-0 down at half-time here. But Chelsea, Watford and Liverpool against Everton is an interesting game now. 1-1 in Watford, Chelsea, and 2-1 from 2-0 in Liverpool, Everton. And Everton have been far better since being 2-0 down. Oh, that's a nice ball. How have they got caught here? Mane cleared. Hello, Mark. Do you think Fred and McTominay will ever reach the levels of Rodri, Fabinho, Kimmich, Gundogan, Kante, etc.? If not, what does that say about our ambitions? Well, they'll never be that good. No, NL. They won't. Fantastic couple of goals by Man City, by the way. If you haven't seen them, the way they've took them. Rodri from the edge of the box and Bernardo Silva on the volley. Lovely, lovely goal. Man City have had 11 shots to Villa's 4. And there's just a gap in quality, which is what you would expect. And I do fear that Man City are going to go into this gear now of being too good for everybody, which is why I predicted they would win the league. It wasn't Rodri who scored, it was Diaz. Are Chelsea falling off, says Christopher Clay? Well, I'd get Lukaku on because I've got him on my fantasy Premier League team as captain, so I'd definitely get him on for that. But corner to Liverpool here. Lukaku is on the bench. I would get him on. I think Chelsea have also missed Kovacic, Kante and Jorginho today. None of them starting. It's Saul Niguez and Loftus-Cheek, and that's just given Watford a bit of an opportunity, I think. Everton get rid of the corner. Should be about half-time in both games. Well, it's certainly half-time in the Man City Everton game. Man City Villa game. Liverpool and Everton is still going on. It is half-time. Let's have a look who's playing at the moment. I think we'll go back to West Ham Brighton because that was quite a good game. So we'll go back to that one. Yeah, they're into the second half. No, they're not. How can West Ham Brighton be on 42 minutes? Kicked off. They should be in the second half. Oh, they are. 73 minutes. Yeah. Still 1-0 to West Ham in that one. Liverpool Everton are still playing. Now it's half time there as well. Well, we may as well change it. We may as well put a game on that's on. Who's on? Should we go... Wolves Burnley's probably going to be a draw, isn't it? We'll go Southampton Leicester. Southampton Leicester. It's 2-2 in that game. Mark, at board level, do you think there could be a power struggle between John and Ed if Ed doesn't leave, as I feel Ralph was John's manager's choice, says Paul Gould. Interesting. Everton are giving it a go, says Paul Lucas. Yeah, so it's 2-1 to Liverpool at half-time from 2-0. So Everton, got back with a Damari Gray goal, and then there's been some physicality, which I think is always good in a derby. They need to be careful about a red card, though. Chelsea went 1-0 up with Mount against Watford. That's at half-time at the moment, but Watford deservedly going 1-1, and then Sissoko should have made it 2-1. So 1-1 there at half-time. City just cruising through 2-0 up against Villa at half-time. They're going to be too good for those, but it's Wolves Burnley sounds awful. Yeah, we won't be going anywhere near that, Alex G. But for the moment, it's half-time still in the Chelsea-Watford game, and it's half-time in the Liverpool-Everton game and the Man City-Everton game. So we're currently watching West Ham, Brighton and Leicester against Southampton, whilst we'll have a bit of a chat. Thank you very much to Manscaped as well for sponsoring the show. Let me just say, 20% off and free shipping worldwide. If you're looking to get any male grooming kits this year, this is what you need to go for. This is for the nose. This is for the groin area, I suppose. Male grooming, trim the grass to make the yard look bigger, nice and tidy, all good. Very good products. 20% off by clicking the link in the description, and they do ship worldwide. Very good Christmas presents, stocking fillers, or just get it for yourself if you're out and about at Christmas parties this year. You never know. Anyway, links in the video description for that. 20% off and free shipping worldwide. What do you want for Christmas, Mark? I don't really know, Jack. Don't really know. Newcastle will get relegated to Christopher Clay. I think that's a good point just to very quickly touch on. City is always such a boring game, only one winner, says Marcus and James. Yeah, they're very, very efficient. You can't argue with that. But I think that when you look at the league table, Newcastle, I said this a couple of games ago, they've got 7 points from 14 games. So they're averaging a point every 2 games. Obviously 19 games is the halfway point, isn't it? So they've got 5 games till halfway point. And their next 5 games are as follows. They've got Burnley, which is a must-win, a game on Saturday. Then they've got Leicester, Liverpool, Man City and Manchester United. I think United will beat them. I think Man City will beat them. I think Liverpool will beat them. So they need to beat Burnley and they need to beat Leicester just to put themselves in a position where they've got 13 points after 19 games. 13 points after 19 games is relegation, really, because that would mean they would have to get 27 points from 19 games just to hit the magic 40 points. Their only hope is that 3 other teams don't really do that well. Now maybe Norwich might struggle, but I can't imagine Burnley and Watford not doing that well. Brentford have picked up another win, haven't they? So I think it's going to be very difficult for them to stay up. I think they're going to go down. And I don't think there's any amount of money that you can spend in January that is going to change that, really. But we'll see. These are Amazon Prime games in the UK, so this happens a couple of times a season. And when it is on Amazon Prime, every game is shown. But yeah, Chelsea... brilliant against Leicester, drew against United, drew against Burnley. They've got West Ham at the weekend, which will be... we're going to do a watch-along for that on Saturday lunchtime. And obviously they've got this game here at Watford. If they want to be title contenders, if they want to win the title, because they are title contenders, you've got to win games like this. And at the moment, as we know, they're not. Threefold passes, every game being shown as it should be. If I was Chelsea, I'd get Lukaku on second half. Leicester Southampton is currently 2-2. I don't know who scored the goals. I know Johnny Evans got the first for Leicester. Seems to be quite an equal game. I mean, Leicester are sort of having a bit of a... I suppose Leicester fans would say they're having a bad season, but I mean they're just not having as good a season as they've had in the past, are they? At this moment in time. So Evans and Maddison with the goals for Leicester. Thomas got an assist. Bednarek and Adams for Southampton. Redmond got an assist. But 2-2 in that game. And Wolves against Burnley in the 80th minute is... I've already had one, thanks. Just hot water, please. Do you want my mug? Hot water mug. Thanks. We should be getting towards Chelsea coming back out, actually. Running down the wing, hear your noise and sing. Ronaldo. Yeah, they're back out. Chelsea Watford, they're back out. They've just kicked off in the second half. 45 minutes. There we go. Big win for Watford if West Ham if they can get this, you know. Actually, I'm just having a look at the league table. This would be quite a good result for United. No, it would not. It wouldn't be a good result for United. We need a draw here. Brighton are in 18th. Have got the same points as United. Brighton are in 10th. But of course, if West Ham win, they go 8 points ahead of United. It's been a good game from what I've seen of it. West Ham and Brighton. Mark, please fight another pineapple seller, says the guy. So yeah, Chelsea, I don't think they've made any changes at half-time. Get Lukaku on, get Lukaku on, get Lukaku on, get Lukaku on. Why? What's going on with Lukaku? Is it just a slow recovery from injury? Favourite Premier League player ever, Mark, says the normal one. Roy Keane, David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo, Nemanja Vidic. I mean, they're all going to be Man United players, aren't they? Thiago Silva's come on for Sal Niguez, apparently, which means what? Chalobah goes into the midfield. I liked Cantona, but I wouldn't put him ahead of those players. You know, everyone's got their own on ability, yeah, but you know, everyone's got their own favourites. I loved Beckham, I loved Roy Keane, I loved Ronaldo. So I'm out of Scholes. I don't dislike him. It's not like I'm sat there going, yeah, I hated Scholes, I hated Giggs, I hated Cantona. You asked me for my favourites. You know, you can't. Everyone can't be your favourite, can you? United is on tomorrow night. I'm very excited for it. Tomorrow night at 8:15. Very, very excited about that. Is Saul Niguez a Premier League flop? It's interesting because I was like, United should go for him, and you know, would he have worked at United? We would have needed him. Yeah, big shout out for Peacock. He's my player of the year, if you know. I know Goldbridge has scored a lot of goals, but Peacock's been a revelation in that midfield. If you know, you know. There's Watford on the attack again. Oh, I tell you what, there's a result here for Watford. These are the sort of games that if you want to win a title, you've got to win it. Oh, lovely ball by Chelsea. He's in. He's done well. Can he get the shot off? No, he has to lay it off to Loftus-Cheek. Blocked. Mason Mount again, and Watford come away with it. That's how you fight back in a derby at home against a good team. Not get rolled over like us, says Sumia Deep. Let's hope the new chapter is a better one. Yeah, United have got a win tomorrow, but I'm just a bit worried about what Romano said about the players saying that, you know, some players saying that Solskjaer it being sacked hasn't led to any change. It's still the same coaches doing the same drills. So, you worry about tomorrow, don't you, really? I think Arsenal have got a chance, much more of a chance than they would have done if Ranić had been in charge. Good save by Sanchez for Brighton, a cross and a save from Antonio. Chelsea got to go for this in the Watford game now. I think we're going to see some good second halves. Everton 2-1 and obviously Chelsea 1-1 with Watford. I think we're going to see some good second halves now. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We are closing in on 595,000. We're only 400 away. So bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 595,000 on the road to 600k for Christmas. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Get involved. You're all very welcome on the channel. Watford having to defend well there. I think... Have we kicked off in the second half for Liverpool yet? Just let me know, because I'm just watching the last 5 minutes of the Brighton-West Ham game, which has been a very good game. I would like to have watched West Ham-Brighton as a standalone. I think it's been a good game of what I've seen of it. Proctor the Doctor, says Dom. That's going to go for a goal kick. Yeah, Louise is right. If United don't win tomorrow, it makes it very difficult to get top four. We'd be 8 points off West Ham if West Ham win. We'd be 8 points off Arsenal if they win. And they're the teams that are in fourth and fifth. It's not about being 8 points off one team. It's the volume of teams. Mitch says, why are Watford battering Chelsea? I just don't think this is Chelsea, Your midfield is not your midfield. You've got no Kante, no Kovacic, no Jorginho. There's a lot of change in that team. Havertz is playing as your striker. You've got no Werner, no Ziyech, no Pulisic, no Hudson-Odoi, no Lukaku. So it's a bit disjointed. You hate Proctor because he's better than Goldbridge, says Siddharth. They're getting a bit of chemistry going now. No Reece James as well. Nabil, yeah. No, Chilwell's gone and got injured. So it's a lot of change for Chelsea. Pulisic is playing. Has he been playing since the start? I've not even bloody noticed him, That's got to be a goal. No, keeper's out. Ben Foster's injured. Yeah, I really want to get promoted, Blaze. I don't want another season in the Championship. I've enjoyed it, but it's a bloody slog, isn't it? It's so many games. We've got to get promoted. Did we find out why the Brighton fans booed Potter? I mean, it just seems ridiculous to me if they were booing him based on results. Right, I'm just going to check if the Liverpool game's back on. Running down the wing. Yeah, we're back. No one told me. There's another injury in the Chelsea game. I'm telling you, the Liverpool-Everton game is probably going to finish before the Chelsea game. Pulisic just got put into the advertising hordes by... Oh, no. They're just coming out now for the second half in the Liverpool-Everton game. So let's hope there's some more goals in this. I'd love to see Everton score a goal. Oh, I think we've gone and got an equaliser. Brighton against Watford, West Ham. Yes, we have. Brighton have equalised. That's actually a big point for United. Just watching the goal back here. No, I don't think Lamptey was offside. That's a lovely overhead kick. Now they're looking at VAR. This could be really, really harsh. Lamptey might be offside by the studs. Oh, God. Just watching this back here. Morpay with the cracking goal. Morpay's equalised at the end. They're checking it to see if it's an offside. I'm hoping it's not. It's a lovely hit by Morpay. And it's a goal. It is a goal. I tell you what, I was nervous there because that deserved to be a goal for Brighton. And it would have been very, very harsh if it had not been given for what was a stupid, potentially offside. But 1-1 in that. That's a good result for United. I know a lot of people are saying United are down to 10th, but I'm not bothered about that. I'm more bothered about West Ham going 8 points ahead of us instead of 6. And Morpay's done it at the end. Hi Mark, what is your opinion on Pulisic? As a USA fan, he's a great face of the team. Just wish he could find consistency, says Chris. I think Pulisic is a fantastic player, but you've hit the nail on the head. He does get injured a lot. So yeah, the reason that's a good point for United is, yes, it puts us down to 10th in the league because Brighton have equalised, but it's more looking at 4th. And if West Ham had won that, they'd be on 26 points, 8 points ahead. They're now on 25 points. 24 points. Mark, can you call Biko and Duff Pratt, says Owen. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. Got a goal for Villa. Let me just go and have a look very, very quickly. Trying to sort of click between lots of different games here. It is a goal for Villa. Didn't see who scored it. This is good. This is exciting stuff. Slow Sports News. Goal for Villa. Didn't even see it. But it's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Mendy's gone down for Chelsea. 2-1. West Ham nearly scored. Watkins scores for Aston Villa. 2-1. I'd love Villa to get a point there. You wanker. Thanks, gang business. It's mayhem at the moment. So we've got Chelsea 1-1 with Watford. We've got Liverpool 2-1 with Everton. And now we've got Villa 2-1 with City. Who's going to drop points then? Get your predictions in. I'm not going to sit on the fence. I think Chelsea will find a winner. I think Liverpool will draw. And I think Man City will win. What are you thinking? There's another injury here for Chelsea. Chalobah. I probably got it wrong. They'll probably all win. Matt says Chelsea will be the one to drop points. Viva Ronaldo. Running down the wing, hear United sing. Viva Ronaldo. Come on, United need to win tomorrow. It will tighten it all up if United win tomorrow. Chelsea need to get bloody Lukaku on. Why won't they put Lukaku on? Why won't they put Lukaku on, Jim? Jim! It's me, it's Darren. Jim, can you hear me? Why won't he put Lukaku on, Jim? We'd be much better with Lukaku. I don't know what Tuchel's doing. Tuchel out. I know we're top of the league, Jim. And I know we've won the Champions League, Jim. But why won't he put Lukaku on? He needs to put Lukaku on. Jim. Oliver thinks City will drop points. I'd love City to drop points. Ziyech he's bringing Ziyech on now, Jim. He's not bringing Lukaku on. You won't believe it, Jim. Are you listening? You're on delay. It's because you keep putting resume and not watch match. You're probably still in the first half, Jim. Well, listen to this. He's bringing Ziyech on, not Lukaku. He's bringing Ziyech on. He doesn't know what it. He's lost it. He's lost it, Jim. Bring back Frank. Bring back Super Frank. He's only gone and done it. He's brought Ziyech on for a defender. Liverpool having a little bit more of the ball. In West Ham Brighton. Six minutes added on. West Ham with a cross. Punched away. Bang. Blocked. West Ham. Any old iron. Any old iron. Any old iron. Little cross. Another corner for West Ham here. Another corner for West Ham. Chelsea starting to get a lot of injuries. Last 30 seconds. West Ham with a corner. Headed away. Headed away. He's done well. He took it down well. He needs to go wide. Cross got to come in from Bowen. He's gone edge of the box. Antonio. Oh, and that'll be that. That'll be that. He's going to book him. That's over. It's over. West Ham Brighton's over. Let's go back to Everton against Liverpool. I think Mark's lost it. Multiple personality bridge, says Dave. Mark's getting a bloody cold. You know what? I'm not getting a lot of sleep at the moment because, you know, like Kevin in Home Alone is scared of the bloody, I don't know, the boiler in the Home Alone in the original Home Alone in the cellar. Well, Seb's scared of his radiator because it comes on in the night, and I keep telling him it's there to warm you up, Seb. It's your friend. It's not your enemy. I don't like the radiator, so he wakes me up at night. You don't win friends with salad. I would get Lukaku on. He's only got one sub left, hasn't he? Because Thiago Silva's on. Ziyech's on, so he's only got one sub left. It's all right saying Chelsea are injury FC. They're very lucky to, well, not lucky, but it's a good job they've got a really big squad because even with all the injuries, they've got players that can come in. I've got Everton versus Liverpool on. I think Godfrey might be getting a free kick here against him. The traps in Home Alone were so good. Home Alone 2 were so good, says Messi. I don't think I've watched Home Alone 2 yet. I think Home Alone is that sort of film that I watched it 2 weeks ago. I'll probably watch it at the weekend. I'll probably watch it 3 or 4 times before Christmas. I think it's just got massive rewatchability. I watched Love Actually at the weekend. Better than I thought. I prefer Home Alone 1 because I just love the Home Alone house. I have watched Home Alone 2 before. I just haven't watched it this Christmas. God, you have to watch them. Yeah, watch them loads. Nazir thinks Everton are going to come back. Well, they're pissing about with a free kick here at the moment. It's not an Everton free kick, it's a Liverpool free kick. Half an hour to go in Watford against Chelsea, and 35 minutes to go in the Liverpool versus Everton game. It's a free kick for Liverpool here. And they've not really done anything with it. Headed away. Ooh, good volley. Thiago looking to score another worldie there. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. Elf is my favourite Christmas movie, says Paul. I do like Elf, but I quite like, you know what? I do quite like the Polar Express. There's something weird about it that I actually quite like. You know, when the bit where they actually get to the town and they're going through all those bloody shuttles and stuff like that. Liverpool game is still on, yeah. We've got it on at the moment. I quite like the Grinch as well. Die Hard Christmas Eve watch-along. As much as I wouldn't mind doing that, Genie, I think Christmas Eve I'll be spending it with the family, quite rightly. So, yeah, I won't be doing any watch-alongs on Christmas Eve. Good tackle by Alonso. Still 1-1 in this Chelsea game. Christmas Chronicles. Oh, wild by Richarlison. He needed a Christmas miracle there, and it's not even really Christmas yet. Man United or Arsenal tomorrow, says Alex. Whatever happens, United can't afford to lose that. West Ham have drawn 1-1. Die Hard 3 is not good because it's not set at Christmas. The other two are Christmas films. Die Hard 2 is alright. I watched it a couple of Christmases ago. I watched it. I didn't mind. Die Hard 2 is the one I've not really watched as much. It's not bad. Not playing Tom Heaton was Ollie's downfall, says Dave on a stick. Show us your decorations, Mark, says iMac. Well, if you follow me on Twitter, on Instagram at Mark Goldbridge, you'll see me in front of the Christmas tree tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. I won't be naked. It's not on OnlyFans, but look up, Jim. I know you're 20 minutes behind. He's only gone and done it. He's out. Yeah. You know, you've got it, haven't you? Yeah. He's bringing him on. Lukaku. He's bringing Lukaku on. He is definitely. He took his tracksuit top off. Oh, we're gonna win it now, Jim. I'll speak to you later. Here comes Big Rom. It's overdone. He's obviously not fully fit, is he? I'm furious, Charlie, about Portugal or Italy to qualify. I mean, I like Italy. But Ronaldo and Bruno, Portugal. I mean, good run here. Chelsea, good run. Keeper's got hold of it. I mean, when Italy play Portugal for a place in the World Cup, it's a farce. That could be the World Cup final. You know, if Italy-Portugal could be a World Cup final, and yet they're going to be playing in a bloody playoff. And yet on the other side, you could see Wales against Scotland playing. And don't come to me and say, wow, they should have finished top of their group. I don't agree. I don't agree with that, because ultimately, how can you have Italy playing Portugal for a place in the World Cup, but you can have Scotland playing Wales? You know, the way that they've done that draw is a joke. It should have been seeded. Everton have made a sub here. Rondon's come off. He is a bit crap. Yeah, it just seems wrong to me that one of Italy and Portugal are not going to be in it. Lukaku's not actually on yet. He's going to get 20 minutes. I mean, he's my captain in Fantasy Premier League, which is just great. 20 minutes. Here he is. He's coming on now. I think he's coming on for Havertz. No, he's coming on for Aspilicueta. I think they're going to play, take a defender off. Rudiger will be captain. Qualification should be based on world rankings and should update ranking systems to be more efficient, says Harris Sharif. And Pappy says, my nan is better than Rondon. He is crap. I mean, I think he went to China, didn't he? Because United were looking at getting Rondon when we got Igalo. Corner to Liverpool here. Mistake by Coleman. Give us a prediction for tomorrow. 2-1 United, hopefully. My nan's dead, says Liam. Rest in peace. Do you like the Saw films? I used to watch them a bit, but they just, they did too many. Daddy's Home 1 and 2 is a... Well, Daddy's Home 1 is not a Christmas movie, is it? Daddy's Home 2 isn't bad. You're right, it's a good film. I'll tell you what I watched. I can't remember the name of the film. It's well worth watching. It's a bit of a cult film. I think it was new out last year. It's got Mel Gibson in it. I forget what it's called. Someone in the chat will know. It's well worth a watch. It's sort of a combination between... It's just. I actually quite liked it. It's got a lot of killing in it, but it's got Santa in it. I forget what it was called. You getting your baubles out, Mark? If so, I'm there. Says EE. It wasn't called Fat Santa, was it? Was it called Fat Santa? Maybe it was called Fat Santa. It's not Payback. It's not Bad Santa. I'd recommend watching it anyway. It was I quite enjoyed it last year. I mean, look, it was Brave Santa, Bad Santa, Fat Santa. I'll tell you what it was. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't called Fat Santa. Santa, Mel Gibson. It was called Fat Man. Not Batman, Fat Man. I quite liked it. Well, that is a foul there by Robertson. Surely they've given it that time. Although, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Oh no, they've given it. Andy Robertson's been booked. And it's a goal for Chelsea. It's Ziyech. Ziyech with the goal for Chelsea. Instant. Well, not quite instant. He's been on for a few minutes. But Lukaku has just come on. But it's Ziyech who scores. Tuchel sits there. Cuddles himself. And Chelsea make it 2-1 Chelsea. Because it's 2-1 Chelsea. Ziyech with the goal. I'll have to watch it back. Townsend's got a free kick for Everton on the edge, which is what I was just looking at. Let's see this back. Big goal for Chelsea, that, in a game that's really tight. These are the sort of games, if you want to win a title, yeah. I think it's Mason Mount with the assist. And the free kick goes over, hits the wall and goes for a corner. Is it Mason Mount with the assist? Cuts it back to Ziyech. Yeah, Mason Mount, number 19. 2-1 Chelsea. $15 minutes to go. Power's too much for the keeper. Salah's away now. Salah's away now. Oh my God. What a finish by Salah. That's game over. He's just too good. Salah's just something else. That is just an amazing finish. Absolutely amazing. Slide rule pass. It's just too good. Just too good. Swivel on it, Ranieri, says Mr. Nobody. And suddenly it looks like all three contenders are all going to win in circumstances that were looking a little bit different before. I mean, it's again, I mean, how many teams do this on the break? It's a corner for Everton. And they're on a break. It's a mistake as well. Coleman lets it bounce on the halfway line. Salah gets away. And, I mean, look, he just calmly places it into the bottom corner. Coleman bottles it. It's a terrible mistake by Coleman. Salah shrugs him off, runs through, and the slide rule. I mean, I think Pickford maybe should do a little bit better as well. Right into the bottom corner. It's the accuracy of the finish as well. 3-1 to Liverpool. Pickford should save that, says Mason. Big mistake by Coleman. Is it Thiago Silva's down here now? Let's have a look. Sissoko. No, Ziyech. Connection of heads with the Watford player. Pickford would save that if he had normal arms, says Manimal. Well, I don't think Liverpool will be letting Everton back into this now. Still 25 minutes to go, but 3-1 gives them a bigger cushion than 2-1. Mark, it's frightening how far these teams are at the top in front of United. It really is, says Melps. Yeah, but I think many people predicted this at the start of the season, didn't they? You know, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City in a three-way. And I think the Premier League is very competitive, to be fair, but these three teams are just too good. Everton need to sign Cal the Dragon, says Villa McGinn. Big win for Chelsea. Very big win for Chelsea, if they can get it. Watford haven't really offered much in the second half, to be fair. They've grafted and been competitive, but they've not really created anything. And you'd expect typical Chelsea under Tuchel to see this out now. And that's what it's about, isn't it? 3 points. Watford are going to win, trust me, says Alex. Who do I think is going to win the championship, Liam? Having a look, I haven't really looked at it, but I would imagine probably Fulham. Is there a match just tonight? Tonight in the championship. No, EFL Trophy, whatever that's all about. Thanks everyone who's tuned in, by the way. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Bournemouth were very good against. Bournemouth are the best team I've played in the Championship on FIFA. I'm in the Championship at the moment with a Creator Club, and Bournemouth were fantastic. Man to man, high press. It was unbelievable. If you watched it this afternoon, they were unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Rolling down the wing, you know, sing. So 20 minutes to go in the Merseyside derby. It's 3-1. 12 minutes to go in the Chelsea-Watford game. It's 2-1. And I think in the City game, I'll just double check for you. I think it's 2-1 there. It is 2-1 there. I mean, could Villa get something there? That would be massive. I mean, to be fair play to Villa. 2-0 down to 2 wonder goals from City. To still be in the game with 20 minutes to go. I think that just shows you the improvement of Villa. To be able to get it to 2-1 and, you know, give themselves a chance of getting something out of the game is impressive. I don't think they will. Everton are bad, says Aline. Well, look, this is Everton in a Merseyside derby as well. If the AFCON goes ahead, Liverpool are screwed, says Mark Turkington. Yes and no. I don't know how many games Liverpool players are going to miss. Obviously, it's Salah, Mane, isn't it? Salah and Mane, Keita probably as well. I mean, Keita never plays much anyway, does he? Isn't Matip African as well? I might be wrong with that. Doesn't he play for Ghana or Cameroon? They miss a month. They only miss 2 games, says Vicious. Yeah, there's not many games in January because of the FA Cup, is there? 2 games. Matip's retired, so he's not. He's Cameroon. Matip retired, but he was Cameroon, yeah. So Salah and Mane. The thing with those things is they get spoken about, but then they probably won't actually miss that many games. Still 3-1. Let's have a look. Liverpool. January fixtures. Chelsea, I presume they'll play the Chelsea game, won't they? And then they've got Palace and Brentford, which they'd probably be able to beat Palace and Brentford without them, wouldn't they, really? They've only got 3 games in January. Chelsea, Liverpool, Brentford, and then, you know, they don't play Leicester until the 9th of February. So they probably are only going to miss 2 games, aren't they? Palace and Brentford, which should probably be all right with. Manchester United still in the FA Cup? Well, I would hope so. We've been bad, but we haven't been kicked out of that. Oh, Watford. Oh, why didn't he shoot? Watford on the attack. Cross comes in. Cleared away. And Chelsea will get it out there. Yeah, so correct me if I'm wrong. I think that they'll only miss 2 Premier League games. Obviously, they'll probably miss the 3rd and 4th round of the FA Cup, but I don't think Liverpool will really care about the FA Cup anyway. Oh, good save by the keeper. Ziyech nearly getting his 2nd goal. Cross and header. I'm going to have a stretch. I haven't really had many stretches today. Ranić is better than Matty Taylor, manager, says James Tinker. Okay. Andros Townsend's coming off. Fabian Delph's coming on. That's the end of that, Everton. Go home. Go home, get an early night. It's over. Eight minutes to go at Vicarage Road. 17 minutes to go at Goodison Park and Villa Park. 2-1 to Man City at Villa Park. 3-1 to Liverpool at Goodison Park. And to be honest, Everton just do not have anything, do they? They're a very poor team. I really do think Benitez will get sacked soon. Watford have played well, but just keep getting done on the counter, says Paul Lucas. Well, Ziyech's gone down injured now for Chelsea. Yellow card. Milner's coming on for Liverpool. I mean, Chelsea don't want any more injuries, do they? But Ziyech's banging the floor here. I haven't seen the injury. Tom Cleverley's coming off. No, he's not. He's just been booked. Thiago comes off for Milner. Score tomorrow, I'm going to go 1-0 to Arsenal or 1-1, says 58 Go, who is an Arsenal fan. I think I am worried about it as a United fan because it's not the bounce, it's not Ranić, it's Carrick. And Carrick said today he hasn't even spoken to Ranić. So it'll be Carrick's favourites. Maguire will play, McTominay and Fred will play. And I think that gives Arsenal a bit of a chance. I'm worried about it. The closer we get to it, the more worried I get. I'm just hoping there's a bounce, a little bit of a bounce, because the players want to impress Ranić. Opinions on Dortmund's youngster Justin, says Haronan. Yeah, but I'm not stupid, mate. And Villa nearly scored, says Rashini. Salah's been amazing, Noah. Just ridiculously clinical. Just looking at this Ziyech thing. Ooh. To be honest, there's been some tasty tackles from Watford today. This is Danny Rose, and again, I think it's... he should have got a yellow card for that. He did get a yellow card for that. "15 minutes to go at Merseyside. 5 minutes of normal time for Chelsea. Big win for Chelsea if they can get this. This is what titles are made of. This is what titles are made of. Me and my girlfriend broke up. Snuggled and cried all day," says R. "Villa City game is amazing," says KM. Mark, "Even though I'm a rival, I appreciate good football. Do you think with Ranić we'll be similar in style of play? It's exciting," says Amit. I think he's got a massive job on his hands, Ranić. We will be going to Villa versus Man City as soon as the Chelsea game is over, but still 5 minutes to go in this. It's tight. Hi Mark, coming from 5 hours behind, I literally go the whole day listening to you, from United stand to FIFA and then tea with Goldbridge, says David Nihan. Cheers pal, thanks for all the support. Really appreciate the community. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Have Watford got anything in them? Opinions on Norwich? He should have beaten bloody Newcastle. 80 minutes against 10 men. That was a massive opportunity to get another couple of points. Oh, good play. Oh. Free kick. Tottenham versus Brentford prediction. Is that tomorrow? Salah has always been good, Francis. You're right. He's massively underrated. I don't know why. If he was Brazilian, I'd live up his arse. The media. Well, at the moment, it looks like the top three and the threesome I predicted are just going to keep moving further and further away. I don't actually know who's going to take points off this three at the moment. They're all just very... You know, Everton are a team that you think maybe at Goodison would be a difficult game for Liverpool. Oh my God. What a goal by Jota. What a goal by Jota that is. Unbelievable. Just roofed it. Unbelievable goal. Liverpool are just unbelievable. Are just in unbelievable form at the moment. That's 4-1, and this is a Merseyside derby, and he's just basically turned his man and roofed it. And Goodison empties, and they've annihilated them. Absolutely annihilated them. It's Robertson again with another assist. He rolls it into Jota. He just turns it. I mean, from that angle, near post glitch. He's done a good job, but again, Pickford should not be getting beaten on his front post from there. I mean, he's absolutely rocketed it, but the angle should not be going in. Shouldn't be going in, but take nothing away from him. He's hit it really, really well. But Pickford, look at the angle there. Pickford's got to do better from that. T-Rex, arms again. Jota's done his job, but from that angle, you can't be letting it in on your front post. So, Watford, good defending from Chelsea. Do you think Benitez will get... I said it at the weekend. I've already predicted this, and people were like, no, he'll be all right, he'll be all right. I'm like, you can sense these things, and when you're getting beat, like, I mean, Everton are down to 14th place. They're actually only 5 points off the bottom. Their next few fixtures for Everton are Arsenal on Monday. They won't win that. Palace away, be difficult. Then they've got Chelsea. Then they've got Leicester. I mean, I don't see a definite point for Everton until Boxing Day against Burnley. I think they could lose their next 4. I think they're in massive trouble. I mean, look, to be fair to Everton, it doesn't help that Calvert-Lewin's been out all season, but they should still be better than this. 4 goals conceded. I mean, this is like what United were doing. Everton, Everton would do well to go and get someone like Potter. I think that's the next step for Potter. That an Everton job would be good. Chelsea have only got 6 minutes added on. Virgil's revenge, says the gaming cycle. Oh, good win by Watford here. Bad pass. They just don't. Watford are just lacking that quality in the final third, really. Oh, here we go. Mane. No, they'll get it out. Ollie is Everton coach. Carrick next. Everyone coach so he can stop being an assistant manager, says Pisco. We are into stoppage time at Vicarage Road. 91 minutes, but there are 6 added on. And it's a corner for Watford. Ranić will be in the stands tomorrow, yes. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. Henderson comes off for Liverpool with 8 to go. Chelsea do well from the corner. I mean, this is where... I don't want to jinx it, but this is bread and butter for Chelsea now. They've got the goal, 2-1. They're very good at defending these sort of things. Now, it's still 4-1 in the Liverpool game. Henderson's just coming off. So it's definitely 4-1. Not 5 yet, but there is still 8 minutes. I'd be interested to see what happens with Watford because, there will be games where performances like today would probably get them more points. Up against a team like Chelsea with all the quality they've got. But Watford have been competitive. And obviously, that 3 points against United, I wouldn't say it's bonus points, but you wouldn't be expecting to take them at the start of the season. Still 3 minutes to go at Vicarage Road. Mendy just palming the free kick over the bar. Salah sniffs a hat-trick, says Eamon. Hat-trick in a Merseyside derby is always a nice hat-trick, isn't it? Grealish is being booed by the Villa fans. Yeah, I don't know where I stand on that. I mean, I'm not a Villa fan, so it doesn't really matter. But is that pantomime booing? I mean, at the end of the day, Villa accepted the offer. Man City, Champions League football, winning trophies. Carrington, thank you very much for the super chat. I mean, can you blame Grealish for going? But I don't think it'll work out for Grealish at Everton, at Man City anyway. I actually think we'll see Grealish. I've always... FIFA do it a lot as well. I think Grealish will end up at Everton one day. I can't see him consistently working at Man City. You know, fair play for Pep wanting to spend 100 million quid on him, but I don't think it will work out. I don't think he'll be bad, but look, he's not Bernardo Silva, is he? He's not Kevin De Bruyne. He's not Riyad Mahrez. Maybe I'll end up at Spurs, yeah. He probably does suit United more than he suits City, Dan, but is that not because City are better than us? A minute and a half left for Watford here. Chelsea going for the corner. Viva Ronaldo. I probably will do a quick match reaction, actually. I'll record it and put it up after this for one of the games. We'll see, depending on which game is, if there's going to be a shock. But at the moment, it looks like, well, Liverpool have won. What's it like at the top of the table at the moment? How tight is it? Let's have a look at the table. So Chelsea are top with 33, Man City 32, Liverpool 31, and then West Ham 7 points. So you can see what's happening, can't you? Those three are just running away with it. They're not too good. They're 3 good. I'm here all week. That's a goal kick. It looks like it's over at Chelsea. We'll go over to the Man City game as soon as this is over. Watford need to put this into the box. They do. Second balls. It's still bouncing around. Watford, is he going to hit it? He might get a corner. He's given the corner. Last kick of the game here. It's a corner for Watford. We've had the 6 minutes. See what happens here with this corner. It literally will be the last kick of the game. You wouldn't fancy Chelsea to... goalkeeper's gone up. You wouldn't fancy Chelsea to concede from a corner at the end. And they don't. It's over. It's a win for Chelsea. It's a big win for Chelsea, that. Big 3 points. You've got to say it is. Right, let's go over to Villa Park. 3 minutes to go in that one. Still 2-1. So Chelsea have won 2-1. Liverpool are going to win at least 4-1. And we've got 4 minutes to go in the Villa game. Christopher says he quite likes it. It's quite competitive. Well, yeah, you know, you can't be too greedy. I mean, we've had seasons where, like last season from Christmas, it was very obvious that Man City were going to win it. The season before, it was very obvious that Liverpool were going to win it. The last title race we had that was good was 3 seasons ago between Liverpool and Man City. If we can have 3 teams going for the title, that's more than we've had in the last 2 years. So, yeah, it will make it better, but there's a big gap behind them to everybody else. But that's the responsibility of United and whoever else wants to be part of that to change it. You know, this season was meant to be United being in a title race, and they've been nowhere near. There's a late free kick here for Aston Villa. No. Is it a free kick for Villa? It's a free kick for Man City. Yeah, it's a free kick for Man City. It's not a good position for Villa at all. So, 89th minute, Man City with a free kick on the edge of the box. 3-horse race, says Tommy. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner on that road to 600k. And remember, Manscaped, links in the video description. Get your Manscaped grooming items 20% off with the link in the description, and we do ship worldwide. Fantastic bits of kit. Trim the grass to make the yard look bigger. This is for your nasal hair if you want it, but that's the one. The Lawnmower 4.0. Check it out. Christmas is coming and all that. Get yourself nicely groomed. Thanks to Manscaped. 20% off. Link in the video description. Here's the free kick from Man City. Morez straight at Martinez. Can Villa get anything going in the last minute? I mean, I think Villa are going to be very much improved under Gerrard, but I think this is just another game where it's like, you know, the quality of Man City is greater than that of the quality of Villa, isn't it? 4 minutes added on. All three of the top three looking like they're going to win then. Well, Chelsea already have. Chelsea against West Ham is going to be our next watch-along, by the way, on this channel. I will be doing Arsenal against United tomorrow night. That'll be on the United stand. But Goodison Park looking very empty. But yes, on this channel, our next watch-along will be West Ham against Chelsea. Cross comes in. Oh, good header away by Man City. Villa did everything right there. They've worked the opportunity. Go on, play it again. Oh, that's shite. Absolute shit pass. Who passed that there? Bloody rubbish. .91 minutes, 3 to go. Yeah, Liverpool have just been miles ahead of Everton. I think Everton need to seriously look at their manager. You would expect Benitez to be doing a little bit more with the players that he's got, to be honest. Well, Villa haven't even got the ball here, so it's going to be very difficult for them to get back into it. Liverpool scored twice in 18 straight games. Hard to drop points. The third place team, Prem team, wins the league in other countries easy, in my opinion, says the yeah. I think that Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea are in the top 5 teams in Europe easy, and therefore world. I think the only teams in the world that can hold a torch to Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea at the moment are Bayern Munich. Potentially PSG, but as we saw last week, Man City made them look stupid. So you could argue that 3 of the 4 best teams in the world are in the Premier League, and you know, maybe they are the 3 best teams in the world. We just don't know how good Bayern are. I mean, Nikolai says that Bayern are better than all 3. Well, we can't judge that until they actually play. PSG on paper are very good, but that front 3 is a problem. I mean, it's amazing to say it, but Neymar, Mbappe and Messi are a problem because you can't have 3 luxury players. And it's a problem for them. But Bayern are a very good team. I thought Bayern were a little bit unlucky in the Champions League last year. They didn't have Lewandowski in the quarterfinal, was it, or whatever it was, against PSG. And in the first leg, I don't know how they lost the game. It seemed to me every attack PSG had, they scored. And Bayern Munich missed loads and loads of chances. Liverpool game is over. Everton have won. No, they haven't. They've lost 4-1. Man City are just keeping the ball here. I think this is over as well. So the front 3 all winning. Villa just can't get up the pitch. They've got 30 seconds to do it. They go back to the keeper. I don't know why he didn't pick it up. It was a throw in, you prat. And you know, Villa will have better days than this, but 2-1's respectable for Gerrard, isn't it? But it's been enjoyable. I've enjoyed all the games. Obviously, Man United, Arsenal tomorrow. We've got to win. I wonder what we're going to play like, really, with Carrick at the wheel. But it's over. It's a big, big win for Manchester City. It's a big win, literally a big win for Liverpool. And it's a big win for Chelsea. Not necessarily in relation to goals scored for Man City and Chelsea, but certainly in relation to 3 points. You know, Villa have pushed them, Watford have pushed them, but they've all won. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. Really enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and lots of content to come on here. You're all very, very welcome when you do. And I will see you tomorrow night on United Stand for Arsenal against Manchester United. But until then, I will put up a little match reaction video for you. But I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you for watching.